everyone, and welcome to my video assigning the Equestria girls to Ariana Grande's albums. So I came up with this idea the other day. I was just thinking like, oh, I think this person really fits this album. I was like, maybe I could assign each girl to each album. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I hope you enjoy. So let's start with the first Ariana Grande album, Yours Truly. And I think the Equestria girl that most fits with this album is Pinkie Pie. The upbeat vibes of Yours Truly, her debut album, really fit Pinkie as a character. And like, definitely if you listen to her single Baby I, it's like the intro is so high maintenance, it's so Pinkie. Like, I just think this is a perfect fit. And it also has like a reflective quality about it with some melancholic songs like Almost Is Never Enough, which I think can be applied to Pinkie, who can be quite reflective and melancholic at times. Also, songs like Daydreaming have such like floatiness and like a very like carefree quality to them that I think is just perfect Pinkie energy. Okay, so Ariana's next album was My Everything, and for this one it was a bit difficult to pick one, but I ended up pairing this album with Rainbow Dash. And I picked Rainbow Dash because this album has a lot of upbeat energy like Yours Truly, but it also has more like vulnerable songs mixed in with it, like My Everything, the title track, and One Last Time, which like Rainbow is a very like upbeat person, obviously like Pinkie, but a bit toned down. But she's also like a very like, she feels emotions deeply. And I also think My Everything has a lot of confidence to it and a lot of like owning who you are, and that's definitely Rainbow Dash vibes. Like, she knows how awesome she is. So I think this album is a perfect fit. Okay, so the third album of Ariana's is Dangerous Woman, which I love this album so much. But for this album, I was listening to the title track and it hit me like, I know exactly which girl this album belongs to, and that's Rarity. So I think this album is such pop diva core, and it perfectly fits like Rarity's vibe. Like, she is very elegant, yet she's like always bejeweled, she's always looking her best, she's always very confident in herself, and she's like crushing those boundaries and like just doing everything she can. And like, I just feel like it's very Manhattan fashion designer core. Like, she's like a big city pony, and I feel like this album is like a big city energy, and it's just like a very confident girl energy. Also, there's a lot of Broadway vibes on this album, which I think perfectly fits Rarity. Like, I think Manhattan, I kind of view it as like her second city next to Ponyville, of course. So like, well, I guess we're talking about the Equestria Girls one, but like, I feel like there's Rarity in this world. Like, she's totally a theater kid, and she's like a musical theater nerd. I'm sure she goes to like some Broadway plays. So like, songs like Jason's Song and I Don't Care are such like Broadway vibes to me, and I think they like perfectly fit Rarity. And she so gives that like I don't care vibe. Like, you can't like tell me what to do creatively because I'm gonna do it myself, and those two songs are kind of that thesis. Rarity just embodies that album to me. Okay, so next up is Sweetener, and this one I'm going to give to Fluttershy, of course. I think first of all, the album aesthetic is like essentially her vibe. Like, that is Fluttershy. Like, who else would this aesthetic belong to? Also, the album like really has a lot of themes of anxiety that it touches on, like songs like Breathin' and songs like Better Off and songs like Get Well Soon, which I just think are really tied to Fluttershy. She's always dealing with anxiety and having storylines around that. I also think songs like Pete Davidson like showcase like some of Ari's like softest vocals ever, and it just feels very Fluttershy-esque. Like, the softness of some of the songs on this album just feel very her. Also, like, there's lyrics on this album where Ariana's kind of just like, I don't really care what anyone else says because like, I know you and I want to be with you, and like stuff like that. And I think that can be really applied to Fluttershy, especially with like her friendship with Discord, because like nobody wanted to trust him, but she was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. Like, I know nobody else wants to try, but I think there's something good in him, and I think like stuff like that is very Like, songs like that would just really coincide with her, I think. Okay, so the next album is Thank You Next, and this one is going to go to Sci-Twi. I think this is maybe the best correlation that I made. Like, this just feels right. Because, like, she really says thank you next to Crystal Prep. Like, she's like, I'm moving on. Like, this album's really about, like, kind of, like, moving on, saying thanks to what came before, but saying, like, even though I'm thankful for this, I still gotta move on. And I think that's very Sci-Twi-esque. And, like, songs like Imagine fit her so well. Like, they really match the vibe of her song in Friendship Games, What More Is Out There. And, like, she is someone that just wonders, like, what would happen if she found that thing that she knows she's yearning for? Like, what if she finally understood these things? And I think there's very much that kind of theme in the entire album of Thank You Next, just wondering, like, what's out there? What else is there? And yeah, like, knowing that the past is the past and you kind of gotta move on and just try to embrace what comes next. And also songs like Fake Smile I think really fit her too. Okay, so the next album, second last album, is Positions, and I'm going to give this to Sunset Shimmer because I think this album is very confident but also very, like, questioning at the same time. It's like both things at the same time. Like, the first song, Shut Up, is so Sunset Shimmer coded. Like, why are you wasting time focusing on me when I'm just trying to live my life? Like, that's so Forgotten Friendship core. Like, it's just very Sunset Shimmer. And, like, songs like POV and Off the Table really, like, demonstrate, like, doubt that you feel within yourself. Like, doubting if, like, you're good enough for this person, doubting if you're good enough for, like, any kind of relationship at all. And I think that's just really, like, goes well with Sunset Shimmer. Like, she's always wondering if she's gonna be worthy of stuff like friendship, or, like, worthy of being just accepted as who she is now. And, like, she's just she can come across very confident, obviously, but, like, she still has, like, this doubt that's inside her that she doesn't really show to everyone, but, you know, it's still there. And I think this album is very much like those vibes, and I don't know, I just think it's, like, a perfect for her. And that brings us to the last album, Eternal Sunshine, my personal favorite album. And this one's gonna go to Applejack. And this one, giving Applejack an album was probably the hardest because, like, Ariana's music, like, barely ever, I don't even think even once has touched country. But I felt like the acoustic guitar on Imperfect For You is the closest her music could get to country. And I think, like, songs like that would vibe with Applejack, I think. And also I feel like Eternal Sunshine has always had, like, this theme of honesty that I've always loved. Songs like Intro Into the World ask, like, would you still want to be with me even if the world was, like, about to end? Like, it's a very vulnerable album, like, asking these deep questions and wanting, like, that truth. Like, the album's really about, like, feeling uneasy with what you have and wanting to find that certainty and wanting, like, that truth to come through. And songs like Yes And really have, like, that vibe of accepting who you are, being, like, honest with yourself about who you are and not caring what anyone else thinks. And, like, songs like Hampstead are, like, wanting to be seen as who you truly are, like, not the fake perception of how other people see you. It's really an album about living your truth, basically, and I think that's very Applejack coded. Like, she's the element of honesty. She's always gonna want to live her life as honestly as possible, and I think this is just perfect for her. So yeah, those are my pairings of Ariana Grande albums to Equestria Girl songs. I know this is kind of a random video, but I had this idea and I wanted to make it, so here it is. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Would you have different pairings? Let me know. I'm pretty happy with the ones I came up with. I think they fit pretty well. And yeah, I'm wearing Matinee Ariana Beauty lipstick, so I don't wear makeup often, so this feels weird for me, but I hope you guys liked my cute little outfit. See you next time. Please subscribe for more.